Hey there, I'm Lily O'Reilly. This is Lily O'Reilly Reviews, and today we're reviewing a very mouthy toy from Sohimi. So let's get to it, huh? So today we are reviewing Lips. This is a Kiss app control tongue licking multi-stimulations mouth vibrator from Sohimi. This is incredibly interesting to me. I did receive this toy for free. This is a affiliate review. I am an affiliate of theirs. Y'all who know me know that does not in any way change my opinions. If it's trash, I'm going to tell you it's trash. Spoiler alert, this is not trash. I really like this toy. This is a really good one. So, this came in a brown box. Inside that box is a black box. It is very, more or less, very, what's the word? Demure is not the word. Clandestine? Sneaky. Discreet. That's the word I wanted. Is a discreet packaging. Inside of that, you get a plastic thing. Inside the plastic thing, there is a magnetic charger. I hate magnetic chargers. I hate hiccups more. We're going to get through this with the full knowledge that I'm going to accidentally give somebody fetish content if the hiccups keep happening. So, magnetic chargers, I think they're bunk. I don't like that they disconnect easily. I think they're dangerous. It is what it is. People are going to make what they're going to make. You also get a how-to app, which is nice. But you want to see what the toy looks like, right? She's pretty. Pretty weird, but I like her. So, it reminds me a little bit of that Inya Rose that was super popular back when I was working at the adult store. It is, I think, ABS plastic at the bottom. I'm not sure what's at the top. Everything above the metal plastic line is so soft and silky though. Like it feels nice on your skin. It is very plush. It's easy to pinch. It moves. Like it's got mobility to it. There's nothing hard here. Nothing scrapey or scratchy. This does retail for $32.99 on the Sohimi website. It comes in 3 colors, pink, red, and black. I clearly have red. I would have preferred pink if I'd had a say in it, but it works the same, and I can promise when it starts working, I don't care what color it is. It has 360-degree tongue rotation. It has 10 licking, 10 vibrating, and 3 sucking options. Now, here's the part where I get to be... I did not like this toy the first 2 times I tried it because I did not use the app. It does, in fact, have 10 licking, 10 vibrating, and 3 sucking settings. I could not find one that worked for me, and I was ready to tell you that this was crap. And then Sohimi reached out and was like, "What you think of the app?" I was like, well, I forgot there was an app. Now, the app is called Joy Hub. Joy Hub, you download onto your phone. I use an Android, and it connects to your toy via Bluetooth. This is phenomenal. Now, first, let me talk about the toy, and then we'll circle back to the app. Now, the toy, magnetic charger. Charge port is on the back. Touch to touch, plug the other part in, you're good to go. It's a USB on the other end. 120 minutes of charging, 2 hours, gets you about an hour of playtime. I think that's fair. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I will spoil it for you. In the app, you can set your own patterns, and I was looking at my history when I was reviewing the app prior to starting this. This toy gets me there in under 4 minutes, usually, and that's from a pretty dead start. I like it. And it's kind of quiet, because, as I've said, I take care of, an older relative who lives with me. I've got to be hush-hush now, where in the past, I didn't worry about that as much. This thing, and I mean like, my room, their room. We don't even share a wall. We share 2 closets that are next to each other. Sound travels through that thing. I feel comfortable using this with just like a comforter thrown over me to deaden the noise. It's very good on the keeping it down low part. I'm going to see if they tell me what it's made of real quick. No, but it does have a 1-year warranty, which is nice. Okay, so press and hold 3 seconds to turn off and on. You have 3 buttons here. Middle button is power button. Top button is the automatic sucking. Bottom is manual sucking. Power button doubles as the hangna, hangna, hangna. You'll understand in a second. So you hold the power button, you'll see the mouth move. That's how you know it turned on. There you go. It's on. Now, I will admit I am used to powerful sucking. Yes, because I like toys like Her Ultimate Pleasure, which is a toy that is a clear cone with a licky tongue, very similar to this, very much why I wanted to try this. And the Her Ultimate Pleasure, you can see it pulling the meat of you up into that cone as the suction activates. Like it pulls you. I like that part. I was hoping that this would have a similar level of suction. It does not. It also somehow has another dog hair in it, even though I cleaned it right before we started. That's my superpower. I'm like Pigpen, but for dog hair. Now, I will say this does not have what I would call a noticeable suction effect for me. My unit may be defective. Yours might suck better. Mine does not suck. You can hear it. It is very definitely trying to suck. I can feel the output of the vacuum. There is movement. But when I put it to my hand, I don't really feel it. When I put it to my arm, I feel it slightly more, but it's not even lifting my skin to the point where like there's no redness or anything. No matter how intense of a suction I tell it to do, we're not going to see any mark. Like I could put it to my fragile skin that marks if you look at it wrong. We're not going to get anything. The suction on mine does not suck. So it means a lot when I tell you I liked this even without that aspect working, when that was one of the aspects I was most into having with this toy. Now the center button is where you access the 10, I think it's 10, 10 pre-programmed licking and vibrating settings. Now when you're using it like this, the licking and the vibration are hooked together. The mouth does a little amna, amna, amna motion. The tongue does a little round thing. It's all very nice. You can feel the vibrations primarily in the tongue, but you can feel them a little bit in the lips as well. And when you're going through the 10, it cycles through the standard where it just gets harder and more intense. And then you start going through patterns. The patterns affect both how the mouth moves and how the tongue moves, which is very nice. Cool. All right, I'm going to power that off and then power it back on because I want to show you how different it is with the app. Now the app is called Joy Hub. They give you a QR code in your booklet to download it, or you can just search Joy Hub on the Play Store, wherever you get your apps. I need to run my screen recorder, so I need a moment. Okay, so go into Toy Controls, Joy Hub app. Now this does connect via Bluetooth. Once your toy is turned on, you go into your app and you hit click to connect, at which point your first time it will run you through a process to find your toy, connect to your toy. I had problems with this originally because I connected to a wrong version of Lips. We got it sorted out after talking with Sohimi. You probably won't have this problem. Now, on screen you can see recommended, video, DIY, and sound. Recommended is where up at the top you can see different recommended programs. So for instance, let's try foreplay. It then starts the pattern here with different settings of vibration up and down, different movements of the mouth and of the tongue. And that will run for the duration of this 16-second pattern. And then at the end, it switches to the next one in the roll. You also have the ability, so for instance, you can see at the bottom here, I have my programs, and you can see it takes me less than 4 minutes. But for instance, this is, it starts with the sucking on by default, so I had to turn that off. But then you can watch how you can slowly amp up the vibration independent of the tongue. You can amp up the tongue independent of the vibration. And unlike the preset settings, which start incredibly aggressively fast, if you like something that slightly more mimics a natural or authentic experience, you can set that in the DIY portion of the app. And the nice thing is, once you've played around and you've figured out what setting you like or enjoy, you can save that. So I've saved this one, called it Slow Burn, and this is literally my go-to. Now I don't have to use my brain and think about what I want. I can just open the app, turn this on, and it's going to run through what I like. The only thing I don't love is you do not have the option to jump further ahead in a pattern. Now, when I first downloaded this app, I swear there was a section where you could try other people's apps, other people's patterns. I can't find that today. But one of the things that annoyed me was I would try someone else's pattern and be like, okay, let me scoot a little further ahead. And then I was like, but they're going too slow for me. Let me further along to see if they get better at the pattern. No, you're either along for the ride or you're opting out completely. There is no, just let me scoot it forward a little. Not the end of the world. All right, you guys have definitely seen enough of what makes me tick. Thank you. That was all in recommended. If you go to DIY, that's how you build that pattern I just showed you. So for instance, this starts with sucking turned on. I turned mine off because for me it never worked. And you can see in those 3 little lines at the top, the purple one went down when I turned sucking off. The pink is vibrating, which you can ramp up a little or a lot or even more or a lot. It gets very, very high. Like the full tilt vibration is powerful. Or you can turn the vibration off or very low. It has a low rumble as its base setting. And you can turn the lips as slow or as quick as you want them. I really love that it has that option for giving you, or you can turn the vibration off entirely, or you can turn the licking off entirely. It is fully customizable, which means you can figure out what you like. And then if you do find something you like, at the end, there's a save icon in the upper right-hand corner, hush, that lets you save that to your profile like I did to use it later. They also have video, which are like these themed videos that have patterns of vibration and movement that go with them. But much like the patterns in the toy itself, I found them to just be a bit much for me personally and how I prefer to do things. It also has a sound recording option, not recording, a sound reactive option that lets you turn on the different, you can set the sensitivity, it reacts to the decibels around you. In theory, this would act like the older Oh My Bod toys that I remember being popular when I was in like early college. Damn, I'm old. I've not played with this because, as I said, I was in a situation where you don't want there to be a lot of noise due to shared housing conditions. That's all super cool for me. And I've not really mucked around with the community aspect, so I can't really speak to that. But I can say, hang on, I gotta upload this. I can say that, by and large, I think it's an incredibly quality option to be able to dial it in so specifically to your particular needs. That's why I would buy this toy at $30 to $33. I would probably buy this toy closer to $45, $50. I really, really like the ability to custom dial it in. That's something that's missing in a lot of toys that I've otherwise enjoyed. Like even the Her Ultimate Pleasure, great toy. You had like 3 tongue settings and that was it. This does fun things, interesting things. Yes, precious. Oh, and it's IPX7 waterproof, which is nice. I never feel perfectly safe submerging things that have the metallic charge port to them, but it's definitely safe for like if you, like me, get a little bit wet, especially in an outward direction. Safe for squirters, basically. So, if this is a toy that you think you're going to want, please use my affiliate link. I've got one for Sohimi. It lets them know that sending me the toy was a good idea. It lets me get a little cut out of their profits, and it lets you get a toy, possibly at a discount. If I have a discount code, I will post it so you guys can use it. So yeah, $33, and this is, like, I'm going to review this. I'm going to not put it back in its box afterwards. I'm going to put it in a little drawstring, and it's going to go in my bedside table. This is my go-to at the moment for the getting offs. It's so nice to have something that's decently quiet, because before this, I was a doxy kind of person. I use a Hitachi to get me there. Downsizing from a Hitachi that you can hear 3 rooms away to this has been an adjustment. So when I tell you that the vibrations in this are actually good enough that I don't miss the Hitachi too much, that means something. It does. It's a good toy. I like it. I'm super grateful Sohimi sent it to me. So, yes, use the affiliate link if you're going to buy it. If you want to find me everywhere I exist online, that is, and pretty much always will be, find.lilyoreilly.com. Now, as always, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. I'll talk to you later. Bye.